All rise. Support court with Judge Vanderby is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1064, Adams case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Adams?
Yes.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I've decided that I need a little more money a month with the child that we have, so that's why I'm here.
All right. So currently, how much are you receiving?
I think it's about minimum wage.
Okay, so about what, $213 or so, something like that?
Yes, around that area.
All right. How old is the child?
She's 5.
Okay. Does mom give anything extra? Has she been doing anything extra?
No. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
So how did you all get to this point? She's on minimum wage child support. Was she working previously?
She was working previously, and then she quit the job, I want to say. I can't really get that backstory out of her, but we had to separate, Your Honor. I couldn't do it anymore.
You couldn't do what anymore?
Couldn't be with her. She started to get very just abusive. For what it is, my breaking point, she went upside my head because I couldn't put her food in the microwave.
Oh, wow. This lady did that?
Your Honor, she
looks so sweet.
No, you darn near need to get the bailiff in here. I can't. She's very abusive. She can play the funk.
Actually, what he said, he apparently failed to heat her dinner, so she smacked him. That is a huge red flag, not just petty. Regardless of the perpetrator, domestic violence is a severe problem. Observe how the judge and everyone else in the courtroom respond. They are taken by surprise. The twist is that she eventually admits she wasn't taking her medication at the time. So is this a singular incident or a pattern of conduct? Let's take a closer look at the problem.
Oh, okay. You're not going to throw nothing at me, are you?
No, ma'am. No.
Okay. Well, he said you went upside his head. I just want to make sure you don't try to go upside mine.
It was a rough day that day, Your Honor. I'm diagnosed bipolar, and I was just having a really rough day, and our child, she was just really just crying all day, and I just needed a little bit of help, and he was just saying he couldn't help me at home, and so that's why I just kind of acted out.
Oh, okay. So it was an isolated incident?
Huh?
Was it an isolated incident?
I'm sorry, when she get her foot going like that, I just... Say it again.
No abrupt movements, correct? Are you sure you won't throw anything at me? No, ma'am. All look nice. He said you struck him. I want to make sure you don't get the impression that you should treat me the same way. Your Honor, it was just a very difficult day. I was struggling to control my emotions, and I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I really needed some assistance because our toddler was crying all the time, but I lost control when he told me he couldn't help me at home. So you're saying it was an isolated incident? Pauses. Your Honor, I apologize. When she starts acting that way, I just laugh nervously.
Was it an isolated incident?
What do you mean, isolated?
Like, did that happen one time?
No.
She's gone upside your head numbers of times.
Numbers.
Okay.
Numbers, dozens.
It's because he let my medication, I was off my medication, and he said he couldn't pay for it because it was too expensive, but I'm back on my medication now, and he said we were going to try and work things out. I still love him. I mean, look at him. He's a fine-looking man, and I love our child. And
he's a nice-looking guy.
I really want to work it out, and I just got this new job.
The situation gets considerably more complicated at this point. She freely accepts that she has bipolar disorder and that her outburst was caused by not taking her medication. Even while dealing with mental health issues might be extremely difficult, the question still stands: does this make physical violence acceptable? The law makes it clear that stopping medication does not give you permission to act out. While courts prioritize safety, particularly where a child is involved, they also take mental health into account. The important thing to remember is that this was not an isolated incident. The outcome is significantly influenced by that fact alone.
Tell me about that new job.
Well, I'm a manager at a fast food restaurant.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get back on my feet, and but I got a lot of debt, so I have to save that money, and I don't feel like I can pay more child support right now.
How much are you making now at your new job?
I'm making $55K.
55,000. That's a lot from where you're at now.
I didn't have anything before, and I just have a lot of the credit card debt.
Okay.
And health debt, you know, with my medication and my visits.
I understand. You understand that he has things that he needs to pay for you all's daughter, right?
Yes.
And I can only imagine $200 or so for a 5-year-old is not cutting it.
It's not.
You understand that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So it's only fair that your child support is increased because your income has changed and you have the means now to support your daughter a little bit better. Now, that's not to say, I understand that you have debt. I understand that you have things that you have to pay for, but with what's in the best interest of the child, your child support should be increased. You understand that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Is your daughter involved in any extracurricular activities or anything?
Yes, she's in ballet.
Ballet, okay. How much is ballet?
It comes to about, I want to say, about 200 a month.
200 a month? Okay. And she goes throughout the year?
Yes.
Okay. What about health insurance?
I pay health insurance.
All right. How much is health insurance?
It's about $222 a month.
All right.
Hold on, let's take a closer look at this. She increased her income from minimum pay to an incredible $55,000 annually. That is a startling rise. Despite her claims of debt, the court is more concerned with the welfare of the child than with her credit card debts. An important legal truth is that the non-custodial parent's income before personal costs is used to determine child support. She can therefore provide more to the child's support regardless of whether she has debt because of her sizable pay increase. And it's evident from the judge's manner that's just what's going to occur.
Can mom attend any
No.
ballet? No. Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. So mom had supervised visits.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. All right. So this is what we're going to do, ma'am. We are going to adjust your child support so that it increases to reflect what it should be based on your new income. You testified that your new amount was $55,000. That would bring your gross to $4,580, bringing your net to...
The verdict is also there. Based on her increased wage, the court has revised her monthly child support requirement to $928.80. This sum pays for Mr. Adams' health insurance and provides for his basic necessities. Is this decision fair, though? Yes, in a legal sense. Child support is determined by the courts using a percentage-based methodology. In this instance, it is 20% of her net income for one child. The conclusion is straightforward. The law does not consider whether you are experiencing financial difficulties or have recently got a rise. Your financial obligation to your child grows along with your salary.
$3,504. You only have one child? This is your only child?
Yes, Your Honor.
So that's going to be based on 20%, which brings your child support amount to $700.80. Now you do have to reimburse dad for the health insurance. Okay? So that $780 plus the $222 for health insurance reimbursement, that brings your monthly obligation to $922.80 per month. Okay? You understand that?
Can I just mention one thing, Your Honor?
Sure.
Reggie, he's a used car salesman, and he sold me this discounted car, and it's just a junk car, and I've been having so many bills from this car.
Okay.
And I just had it in the shop, and it was $750.
All right.
Because it's just breaking down, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to afford all this because he's the one who sold me this and said it was a good car.
So what did you want me to do about it?
I sold her that car.
Well, here's the deal. I don't even need your defense because I didn't need her story. It doesn't have any impact on what it is that I have to do. This isn't a divorce where, you know, we're in a temporary orders hearing and we're talking about splitting debts and anything like that. So it's irrelevant to what we're doing here today. However you have to take care of that expense, that's how you're going to have to handle it. And if the two of you have an issue that ends up having to result in litigation, that'll be done in a different court. Okay? So as of today, your child support has been increased to $922.80. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
Oh, the traditional deflection strategy. In an effort to change the subject, she claims that Mr. Adams sold her a defective car, which in some way warrants lowering her child support obligations. Nice try, but doesn't matter at all legally. This is not a small claims hearing. Rather, it is a child support matter. This argument is quickly stopped by the judge. Thereby, the case is concluded. To guarantee the child gets the support they require, the judge decided to raise the mother's child support payments to $922.80 per month. Her statements regarding the car, meanwhile, are discounted as unimportant. The most important lesson learned from this case: the child's best interests are always given priority by the court. Past disputes, turmoil, and personal debts won't alter that. We'd like to hear from you now. Was this decision just? Was the father right to want even additional assistance? Leave a comment below with your opinions. Please hit the notification bell to ensure you never miss a case like this video, and subscribe for more courtroom drama if you thought this breakdown was as crazy as we did.